So how to make the Candida diet not so boring? So here I will give you some tips that I used at the time when I did my Candida protocol. When you have Candida and you want to get rid of it, you have to follow a strict diet, and you have to take antifungals, probiotics, and so on. I explain all of that in many of my videos on my channel, so I will put the links under this video in the description box and also in the comments. So if you follow a Candida diet, the most difficult thing is that most people will give up very quickly, because a Candida diet is quite boring, because you feel that you can't eat anything, and you end up eating always the same things over and over again. So first thing you need to know is that when you have Candida, when you follow a Candida protocol, you don't have to eliminate all sugars. You have to eliminate all processed sugars, that's for sure, but you don't have to eliminate all carbohydrates. I have a whole video where I explain that. I will put the link up there and under this video. But you don't need to eliminate all carbohydrates. So this is one good news, because if you don't have to eliminate all carbs, you have more choices of things you can eat during the diet. The carbs that I recommend to eat when you are on a Candida protocol are mainly what I call natural carbs, mainly root vegetables and some fruits. You can also eat pseudo grains like quinoa or buckwheat. And most people will tolerate very well rice, so you can have some rice. So we agree, when you have Candida, you shouldn't eat tons of carbohydrates. So yes, you need to lower the amount of carbohydrates you eat, but you can eat some carbohydrates. Okay, so that's one thing. For more details, again, I made a video about that. It will be under this video. Second thing you need to know. So when you eat a Candida diet, so the majority of your food will be green veggies and animal proteins. So fish, meat, and seafood, okay? Green veggies, because yes, you want to avoid eating too much carbs again. So you need to have pleasure. You need to enjoy your meals. That's very important, because the Candida diet, you have to do it for at least 2 or 3 months. Depends where you are, depends how bad is your Candida, but generally it's for at least 2 months, okay? So you need to enjoy what you eat, because if you don't, you will give up very quickly and you won't be able to finish your protocol, okay? So you need to enjoy what you eat, okay? So if you only have to eat mainly vegetables and animal proteins, okay, think about it. What is your favorite vegetable and what are your favorite animal proteins? I will give you my example. When I did this Candida diet, I was eating almost every day salmon, because I love salmon. So just, choose which fish you love the most, which cut of meat you love the most, and eat it as much as you want. If at one point you feel that you have eaten too much of it and you start to be kind of sick of it, of course don't push it. But if you love salmon, eat salmon as much as you want. So for me, my favorite fish is salmon, and my favorite meat is duck. So I would eat duck and salmon as often as I wanted, okay? And I was happy with my meals with that. Also, I love olive oil, so I would put tons of olive oil in my green veggies and on my salmon, and I would really enjoy what I eat at the time. So yeah, you need to enjoy what you eat. Third thing I want to point here, use tons of spices and herbs in your meals, because this will vary the taste of your meals. Let's say you eat every day like chicken and zucchini. And of course, if you eat chicken and zucchini with a little bit of salt and nothing else every day, yeah, you want to die after 1 week. But if you decide one day I will eat Indian, so what do you do to have an Indian dish with chicken and zucchini? You add coconut cream and you put curry in it, and there you have an Indian meal. The next day, still with the same base, chicken and zucchini, you want to eat an Italian meal. The only thing you need to do is to put some basil, some oregano, and some olive oil, and there you have your Italian meal. You can also add some tomatoes if you tolerate tomatoes. Not everybody tolerates tomatoes. Let's say you want to eat Mexican, then you use the same base and you add Mexican spices like chili, hot spices if you can tolerate them, of course. And it's not, maybe it's not for everybody. You can also make guacamole, if you are not intolerant to histamine, because avocado can be a no food for people who are intolerant to histamine. You can eat Japanese one day. The only thing you had to do is to add some tamari sauce. It's like soy sauce, but in soy sauce you have gluten, so I don't recommend that you eat soy sauce. But tamari sauce is the same sauce without gluten. If you tolerate it, of course, and if you are not too strict in your Candida diet. Because some people won't eat anything that is fermented in the Candida diet, because yes, it is something that is usually recommended, to not eat anything fermented or not eat anything that has yeast, because people who have Candida are very sensitive to yeast, but it's not the case for everybody. So if you feel that you are not sensitive to yeast, you can eat fermented foods, and on the contrary, it will be good for you, because fermented foods help healing your gut microbiome. Let's say one day you want to eat an Arabic dish. The only thing to do is to add Ras el Hanout, that is a type of spice mix. And then there you have your Arabic dish with only adding these spices. Okay, so this is what I suggest that you do. This is what I did at the time. Just vary the spices and the herbs so you can really vary the flavors of your meals. Also, so as I said in the beginning, for carbs you can eat rice from time to time, but if you really want to limit the amount of carbs you eat, you can make cauliflower rice. I don't know if you've heard of it. I'm sure you did. You just blend cauliflowers in very little parts, and it looks like rice, and it tastes a little bit like rice. You cook it, of course, but the way you mix it makes it look like rice. So this is another way to vary your meals. Instead of always using rice, use cauliflower rice. And also use lemon, use garlic, use onions if you tolerate. Most people forget to use lemon juice in their dishes, but it's really, really good. And again, it adds a special flavor. For example, you can cook white fish with lemon and fennel. It's really delicious. You can put lemon also in your rice, lemon and salt. It's really good. You can also put butter if you are not intolerant to dairy. Butter, salted butter in rice is delicious. And you can use, as I said, lots of different spices and herbs, tarragon, cumin, etc., etc. So not only these herbs and spices will give a delicious flavor to your meals, but they're also antifungals. So you kill one bird with two stones. They are antifungals and they make your meals delicious. And regarding breakfasts, I have a whole video about breakfast when you do the Candida diet, because I know it's one meal that most people struggle with when they follow a Candida diet. What breakfast can you eat? So I have this video on my channel. I will put the link under this video, and I will put the link up there. So this is all for today. I hope this video helps. If you are following a Candida diet right now, I send you all my support, and yes, you can do it, and yes, you can heal from Candida. Many people did it. I did it, so you can do it. And if you have recipes to share and ideas to share about what meals to eat during the Candida protocol, share them in the comments under this video. I see you in the next video. Bye bye.